Yes, now
Yes,
we
ma'am. Yes, yes.
Yeah. Yes, 1 second. So with blessings of Lord Dhanvantri, my parents, my gurus, let's go into another venture here of thinking about this topic, and whatever experiences I have to say, I'll just go on with it.
तुम्ही हे बघताय का?
काय
अजुस्पर्णावरती नॉन ऑब्स्ट्रक्टिव्ह ट्रीटमेंट आयुर्वेदिक पद्धती.
I request everyone to please mute themselves so that we don't have any disturbance in between ma'am's lecture.
Yes. That's non-obstructive azoospermia, Ayurvedic approach and management. Definitely, we will be going and ensuring it is a non-invasive, structured uh, plan for treating azoospermia. We see, just go into a background here. As WHO reports, prevalence of primary infertility in India was 3.9% as per the 2019 report in the age group of 25 to 49 years. And see, it is 16.8% in 15 to 49 years of age group as per the as it was published in Indian Journal of Community Medicine. Azoospermia in 19%, but there are some differences. Non-obstructive azoospermia in approximately 10% of infertile men. It represents a failure of spermatogenesis within the testes due to lack of appropriate stimulation by the gonadotrophins, of course, and the endocrinal system and the rest of the hormones. Azoospermia is usually a result of malfunction in the spermatogenesis. For regulating this process, Ayurveda presents various concepts relating with the reproductive health. This concept can also be applied in non obstetric conditions of azoospermia. The prevalence. Infertility has become a very global issue affecting 1 in 6 couples wishing to conceive, 10 to 15% in couples worldwide, 50% of the couples conceive after 3 months, 75% may conceive in 6 months, 80% in 1 year, 90% in 2 years. One second, I'm backwards. Now, the definition, if you know, it is a complete absence of sperm from the ejaculate for at least 2 separate centrifuge semen samples. Once the sample is taken, tested, centrifuged, and tested, if there is no sperm, again, if you have taken another sample and it proves, then we call it as azoospermia. It is present in about 1% of all men in approximately 15% of infertile men. Azoospermia is different from aspermia in that aspermia is complete absence of seminal fluid emission upon ejaculation. Now, types. One is obstructive, where there is a blockage preventing sperm from entering the ejaculate. And another is non-obstructive azoospermia, when it is due to decreased sperm productivity by the testes. Excuse me. Non-obstructive azoospermia. In this, men suffering from this condition, the abnormalities are present within the testicle or within the system, reproductive hormones, that is, who control the, which all control the sperm production. The possible causes. See now, the word here, possible causes. Nobody in this world is sure. So here they have given possible. It may be genetically abnormal sperms, like we see in Klinefelters. It may be varicose ill, which is preventing and causing azoospermia, the varicose veins around the testicles becoming heavy and laden and not allowing sperms to in the ejaculate. Hypospermatogenesis, low amount of sperm production inside the testicle. Maturation arrest, problem with development of mature sperm. Although there are sperms, none goes to maturity. Testicular cancer, very low sperm count can be the first sign. Medical treatment also interferes where the patient is under chemotherapy and radiation, may cause non-obstructive azoospermia. Now we go right away into our concepts. Here we have only Shukra Dushti. We have a concept of pure Shukra, how it is formed, and how in what time it forms, what is the appropriate age, what are the doshas inflicting, and the Shukra Dushti, and the addressing of the concepts. Okay, so here to my mind it comes that first is Shukra Kshay. We can address azoospermia, non-obstructive azoospermia in concept of Shukra Kshay. Next is Ojakshay, because Oj is a cream of all the dhatus, but there is Akshay in cases of tuberculosis, in cases of immune disorders, in cases of HIV, and in cases of some chronic disorders, we find Ojakshay, and that is how our concept of Pratilomakshay. So one is Anulomakshay and one is Pratilomakshay. And there comes the concept of Ojakshay, due to which we see non-obstructive azoospermia. Shukra dosh or Retas dosh. So sometimes the doshas inflicting the Shukra. Maybe it, we have only three doshas, we all know. Three dosh, Vatas, Pittaj, and Kapach. We do not go into any other entity. If it, the Vatas may give a chromosomal aberration also, because we know Vata has Gati Gandayo Vayu. So everything is under this. Now, next is Rasakshaya Janit Vyadhi, which leads to Shukrakshay. As we proceed into the concepts, we will see into detail how they are going to affect the azoospermia. Now, let us understand what is Shukra Dhatu, although it is very preliminary, but let us go into details of the basic principles of Ayurveda. We all know the best known Dhatu as Shukra, which is nourished by Ahar. Whatever Ahar is taken, we all know Ahara Nidra Brahmacharya, one principle. Saman se Saman ki Vriddhi, another principle. So, the treatment of anything under the sky from the perspective of Ayurveda can be detailed out under Ahar, Nidra, and Brahmacharya. So, Brahmacharya is not necessarily celibacy. Let me tell you, celibacy is one part, but Brahmacharya is Acharan, which will affect your mind, your ethics, your morals, and the mind and body connection as is given in Ayurveda. So, Ahar means that is which is nourishing the body, and Manogat Ahar. That is also very, very important, because you see the erectile dysfunction, you see that is psychological, they say. So, which has been already explained in our science, as because mind has a greater role to play when it comes to Shukra Dhatu. And of course, everything, mind matters to us very much. Mana, Atma, Sharir, everything, Buddhi, all are a combination which are going to affect the body. That is how stress causes azoospermia. Sometimes anxiety causes, sometimes the fear complex. All these matters which are concerned with the mind play an important role. Next comes diabetes also. Diabetes and the neuropathy also has an effect on Shukra Dhatu. That means mentally and physically, the Shukra Dhatu is connected. Why? Because we say it is Sarvadehik, Sarvadeha Vyapi, and whatever Ahar, the concept of Rasa Prinanam, that means Rasa Dhatu does a Prinanam. Prinanam is nourishing of each and every cell. And that is how Charak says the Asankheya, Aparisankheya Shrutas. That means each cell functions when it gets its proper nourishment. Maybe it is a liver cell, maybe it is an endocrinal cell when it is coming to the reproductive cell. Everything is nourished by the Nyaya. That is Kedar Kulya Nyaya, Khale Kapot Nyaya. So all these Nyaya, why we learn? Because that particular ahar, that particular selection passes on to that particular cell in the body, in the organ to function. If suppose spleen is functioning, it will not take all dhatu ahar contents. It will take the particular and specific. And this is what has been described in our Nyaya. Now, why I'm being specific on the physiology only, on the basics? Because here they have clearly mentioned समान से समान की वृद्धि. आप क्षीर लेंगे तो क्षीर के समान शुक्र धातु है, तो शुक्र धातु की वृद्धि होनी ही है. लेकिन केवल क्षीर नहीं कहा है, क्षीर के साथ साथ अनेक रसायन कहे हैं. क्षीर के साथ साथ people have mentioned few drugs. Excuse me, please can you off and mute your system, please? Thank you. So sometimes it is ichurus also. Sometimes it is nourishing fluids. That means dehydration also has an effect on Shukra Dhatu. Same has been mentioned in our science as Rasa Dhatu causes prenanam, nourishing in each and every cell. For us, the whole body is important for functioning, because once the cell are not functioning properly, then there is a definitive effect on the consecutive dhatus, that is rasa afflicting rakta, rakta, mas, med, asti, majja, shukra. Then whatever you are eating, the specific nyaya tells you. Kedar kulya will go, each kulya being easily nourished, but specific things picked up and going directly to proteinaceous things for protein function in the body, for carbs to function, for fats to function, for the lipids to function. So every specific thing has to be monitored by that particular nyaya, and what comes from ahar. So it is very important to maintain the level of this dhatu. Its imbalance causes shukra alpata or shukra kshaya, which is considered as semen insufficiency. Now, semen insufficiency, of course, the azoospermia is a part of shukra dhatu. We do not give shukra and sperm to be different. We consider the whole shukra dhatu as shukra dhatu. Now, a little bit into physical characteristics of shukra. So, see, simple. Sometimes we see in the reports nowadays that everything is fine, but still there is no conception. Why? Because we focus upon the number of sperms, the motility, the gradation, and the disorders are the aberrations. But our people have told the only the physical characteristics. Spatikabham, when you look in the Darshan Pariksha, it should be crystal clear. Dravam, the liquidity, it should not be more viscous. Now, Snigdha, oily. See, the qualitative characteristics are described in Ayurveda. When you look at the Shukra, hereafter, let us go with the Darshan Pariksha, now which we have started, and to know if it is proper Shukra or not. Still, we can take help from the conventional systems about the report. Yes, it should matter that whether it is aspermia or azoospermia, we can differentiate by looking at the number and motility and the rest of the things. But for us, qualitative things matter. Madhuram, sweet in taste. Nowadays, most of them, they watch out their weight and they say that we are avoiding sweets and infertility is at the rise. I say, why do you have to avoid sweet? Because when you go to basic science of Ayurveda, if you go to the qualities of Madhura ras causes tarpanam, and tarpanam of all basic cells. Aparisankheya shrotas, which Charak has mentioned, that is nervous system also. Where if the nervous system is affected by less of Madhur ras, nourishment to the nervous system, definitely it has an impact on the ejaculate and the formation and the qualitative shukra dhatu. So that is how payasam, when to give payasam, when to give milk, when to give ikshurasam is a matter of giving a second thought. And this is how I treat in my capacity of Ayurvedic knowledge, that I find results doing this. This is what I am sharing with you. Madhu gandhi cha. Now, see, madhuram madhu gandhi cha, that is smelling like honey. Tailam Kshaudra Nibham. Maybe as per the constitution, we have been seeing different types, maybe oily, maybe honey like, or maybe crystal, but everything should be crystal clear. Pichila, a little bit of pichilata, not thick, it only light pichilatva is expected, like we see in kapha. See, प्राकृतस्तु बलम श्लेष्मा, विषय कि प्रकृति में बल, श्लेष्मा को बलदायक कहा है, पर वही श्लेष्मा यदि पिच्छिल फेन युक्त हो जाती है तो वो विकृत है। तो यहाँ पर भी हम ये देखते हैं कि unctuousness only to some extent. Now here, if people want to do a research, how much unctuousness is correct for vata prakriti, pitta prakriti and kapha prakriti should be evaluated and given to the world. Bahalam, thick. Bahal, a bit of thickness, not much. Avisra means if it is afflicted by pitta, there will be some bad smell. So visratva is guna of pitta. Shukla, white in color. Sara, mobile, means if the thickness, the density, the viscosity is perfectly given here. Sandra, the density also, as I've mentioned. So this is how we have to see best of Shukra, its qualities in qualitative manner. So now principal functions, what does Shukra do? It does Garbhotpadana. Our people have already mentioned in one single thing. Shukra has a reproductive capacity. Dhairyam, Chavanam, Dehabalam, Harsha, and Priti. Now, what this has to do with azoospermia, which is today's topic of non-obstructive azoospermia. So here you see, we talk of mind and body, we talk of manasik avastha and sharirik avastha. When you see the manasik avastha is affected by some krodh, from grief, some depression, definitely there is ejaculatory issues with the person. Definitely the qualitative, because अति चिंतनात् रस धातु का क्षय होता है और वहीं पर पेशेंट का धैर्य, बल, ये सब भी कम हो जाता है। और वो धैर्य किससे मिलता है? यदि शरीर उचित हो, सप्त धातु उचित बन रही हो, शुक्र उचित है, ओज अधिक अच्छा रहेगा तो धैर्य रहेगा। तो जब आदमी का धैर्य कम हो जाता है, अब वो कारण आपको ढूंढना है, मानसिक कारण है या इसका फिजिकल कारण है। फिजिकल कारण है तो आप एड्रेस अलग करेंगे, और मानसिक कारण है तब आगे हम बताएंगे आपको चिकित्सा में कि हमारे पास चिकित्सा भी 3 प्रकार की कही है। तो इसी को एड्रेस करेंगे, दैव व्यपाश्रय, सत्वावजय और युक्ति व्यपाश्रय लास्ट का है। इसीलिए यहाँ पर यह कहने का अर्थ यही है कि धैर्य भी शुक्र की क्वालिटी में डिफरेंस कर जाता है, और जब शुक्र उचित नहीं होगा वहां पर एजोस्पर्मिया हो सकता है। नाउ चवनम, ejaculating smoothly during intercourse. When does it not ejaculate? Now, when you have a hidden disease of metabolism, metabolic disorders, then definitely there is obesity, there is some mental block, then there is problems in this chavanam. Dehabalam, when it gives strength to the body, see, because it has got reproductive strength. And this is what Osho used to say, when you practice celibacy, one sperm gives rise to one life. So when you do a celibacy, what happens? The strength increases 10 times. So that is how you take in otherwise. If Deha Balam is lost, then the quality of Shukra is lost. If it is a chronic disorder, if it is excessive stress, anxiety, or Atisar also can be a reason where Deha Balam suffers, because whatever Rasa Dhatu is being made, the Saman, Apan, everything is affected, and the Vayu usually dislodges from the system before the essential nutrients are absorbed in the system for Prinanam. So this is how we have to think over. Harsha. Harsh, it arouses a man for reproduction. So that quality also comes from mental, your strength, mental strength, and physical strength, the nervous system in particular. Preeti, it creates softness in the mind. Here, it is about the affection. When you are happy and non-irritating, this quality comes automatically. But when you are suffering, you don't feel like talking, the rest of the things are far away. So irritation is also a condition which comes with rasakshay. So in the light of dhatu, its qualities, now we go after physiology towards the pathological understanding. Until you understand the basic physiology and how it is told and why it is told, we cannot treat a person in particular, because we address the nidana parivarjanam iti chikitsa. किस कारण से हो रहा है इस हेतु को एड्रेस करेंगे तो डेफिनेटली विल लीड टू सम चिकित्सा. फिजियोलॉजिकल मेजर ऑफ शुक्र धातु, वी ऑल नो इट इज half anjali. Charak mentions, now see here, the concept of Oj, the concept of Kapha and the Shukra Dhatu, measures same. So that is the beauty of Ayurveda. We will not repeat it again and again, but understand when your Kapha Dhatu is afflicted, definitely Shukra is also afflicted, and the Ojas, if it is afflicted, then the vice versa. Shukra Dushti, causes of Shukra Dushti. As I saw just now, that celibacy will make you more stronger. That means one life, one sperm. Anek sperm holding will give strength to the body. So whenever the patient is having chronic disorder, we say avoid. So in avoiding, we are increasing the strength, the ojas, the kapham in the body to regain back the strength. So here, against this, the dushti is occurring having sex in menstrual days, more frequency of having sex. So more frequent, more loss of balam. Injury to vast difference due to use of Shastra, Kshara, and Agni Karma has been mentioned. That means the Shukra Dushti is not only about physical thing, he also mentions about the traumatic conditions also. Excessive coitus, exercise. Now see here, exercise also. Nowadays we see many people going to the gym. That is how the infertility has increased. I don't say gym is wrong, gymming is wrong, but you see more of heart attacks. Why? Because ardha balam, vyayamam is equal to ardha balam, and the parameter for ardha balam is not the adult age between so and so, so much weight has to be taken up, so this much time into the gym is not at all good for you. As per your bal, as per your constitution, the exercise should be managed. Now nowadays we see many people traveling very very long distance beyond their capacity. Once they come home, they are all drained out. So this also causes sukradushti, because gati gandhayo vayu increases with gati. Improper dietary habits, untimely coitus. Now while taking the history, all these matters should be touched. Once you touch and once you come to a conclusion as nidan, just do nidana parivarjanam and you get the result. So strict abstinence also is a cause of Shukradushti. Excessive intake of dry, hot, astringent, bitter, salty, sour items. So all this, because Shukra is Shuklam, Madhuram. So anything against this, that is Ruksham, Ushnam, Kashayam, and Amlam, more Lavanam, will cause Dushti in the Shukram. Ignorance about all these characteristics, attitude, injury, fear, anger, anxiety, griefs, suspicion, in that the mental draining occurs. So counseling is important here to stop Shukradushti. Emaciation caused by disease. Now we have already spoken the rasakshay and the emaciation. Suppression of urge. Now this is very very important. Suppression of urge. तो न वेग धारणीय, तो वेग कौन से धारण करना चाहिए, कौन से नहीं धारण करना चाहिए, ये क्लियरली मेंशन किए हैं. धारण करने वाले वेग हम धारण नहीं करते आजकल. वी आर मोर एंग्री, वी आर मोर एंशियस, एंड वी आर ऑल दिस लीडिंग टू स्ट्रेस. और जो अर्ज हमें धारण ही नहीं करना चाहिए, जो इवैक्यूएट करना चाहिए बिकॉज ऑफ टाइम कंस्ट्रेंट, बिकॉज देयर इज अ मीटिंग, बिकॉज यू आर इन द पब्लिक प्लेस, बिकॉज इट डजंट, all this sophistication kills and kills your system. So suppression of urge, wound, morbid affection of the dhatus are reasons behind the Shukradushti. Now types of Shukradushti. Acharya Charak in Yoni Vyapad Adhyay of Chikitsasan mentions that there are 88 types of Shukradushti. These are Phenylam. Again, I told you, frothy. If it is shuklam, clear, less viscosity, saraguna, then it is healthy. We have discussed. When it comes to frothy, like bubbles, that means it is dushta kapha, vikruta kapha. Tanu, very thin. There is no
थोडी
viscosity.
लेफ्टला सरकता का?
Then
हा.
also it is Shukradushti. Ruksha, dryness. You can feel in the ejaculate, you can see the Ruksha avastha also. Weaver, no. Now, how to define it? Here also there is, we have to develop a definition parameter to define how you can define it is Ruksha. You see the personality of the patient, you find out the dietary chart, you find out the his exercise and vihar, and then you find out what type of shukra is here, and this is how we can categorize it. Weaver, no. And a discoloration. Poti, bad smell, foul smell. Pichilam, more sticky. So all these are upasansrushtam with raktam and other dhatus. All these will cause sukradushti. Less mobile. Avasaditam. Avasaditam means here you understand the functioning is not going to be very fast. So these all are the characteristics of sukradushti. So we find some differences as per acharyas. Ki Charak may say something, the other acharya may say something, but overall together we find the characteristics are almost similar. Now, causes of Shukra Dhatu Kshaya. Now, being a Shukra Dushtikar Ahar and Vihar. Just now we have spoken. Madhur improves, but you may say then what about in obese? But then our principle is there. Bruhat काय जो है उसको लघु करो, जो लघु है उसको बृहत करो. So follow the principles there of ahar and vihar in your patient. Shukra is of sara, gun, sapta dhatu. So the factors which make the kshaya of the dhatu, if the rasa dhatu is at kshaya point, rakta is kshaya, mas, med, asti, majja, and then lastly shukra. The factors which lead to the shukra vaha sroto dushti are also going to cause azoospermia. The doshas involved in शुक्राल्पता are mostly वात and पित्त. यहाँ देखिए शुक्र अल्पता कहा है. वात अपने रुक्ष गुण से, पित्त अपने उष्ण गुण से शुक्र को अल्प कर सकता है. तो यहाँ कफ नहीं कहा गया है. Now next they have also listed sthaulya, prameha are predisposing factors to शुक्राल्पता. Now how these are defined in our science? So अष्टव निंदित पुरुष, if you see स्थौल्य के गुण और प्रमेह के निदान, निदान में जाइए तो आपके आज के जो मेटाबॉलिक डिसऑर्डर्स के निदान है वही वहां पर कहे गए हैं. धातु में लीनता आ गई, कफ धातु वहां पर खराब हो गई, और धातु वहां पर दुष्य भी बहुत ज्यादा है, 10 प्रकार के कहे गए हैं. तो इस प्रकार से प्रमेह और स्थौल्य दोनों ही जा करके आगे धातु पुष्टि नहीं होने देंगे और वहां पर शुक्र अल्पता दिखाई देती है. अत्यधिक यूज ऑफ क्षार एंड लवना. So there were times when in Gujarat you used to find more of baldness and more of infertility. So why? Because of more of kshara usage and lavana usage in that particular region. So it was very long back. We used to observe and we used to talk on this. Okay, how? But now across India you find Punjabi food going floating. You find vada pav, you find fafda, you find dhokla. So everything is available everywhere. So region is also to be matter, because the pickles, the curds, the idli, vada and dosa, what we hear in south region, what we have more, the sambar, same thing may cause acidity in the other region. So this has to be mindful. The fermented food is not at all good for shukra dhatu samprapti. Now here, as the dhatu is afflicted, that is rasa dhatu only. We do not say directly the reproductive system, the endocrinal system and the gonadotrophins. We talk about, because we have already talked कि शुक्र सर्व देह व्यापी है, सर्व देह में श्रोतस है. श्रोतस कितने हैं? अपरिसंख्येय है. और हर एक स्रोतस यानी हर एक सेल को क्या डिफाइन हुआ है, वो एक स्रोतस है, और उसके प्रीणन के लिए जो चाहिए वो वहां तक पहुंचने में जो ब्लॉकेज आएगा, तो वहां पर शुक्र दृष्टि होना ही होनी है। तो धातु क्षीणत्व को जब प्राप्त आहार से हो, विहार से हो, शरीर से हो, मानस से हो, जहां पर धातु क्षीणता हो गई है तो वह शुक्र क्षीणता को लेकर जाएगी। और दूसरा है शुक्र वह स्रोतो दुष्टि, यानी नाउ रिप्रोडक्टिव सिस्टम इन पर्टिकुलर। वन इज धातु क्षीणत्व सार्वदेहिक शुक्र, एंड वन इज शुक्र वह स्रोतो दुष्टि। वेरियस हेतु सेवन लिस्ट टू दोष दुष्टि, यानी various hetu 7 means why this has been mentioned in a vague manner, because the hetu which is afflicting this person may not be the same hetu for the other person. A pitta prakriti person cannot take much of all these masala types, all ushna tikshna anna, और उष्ण सेवन। विहार में जाएंगे तो अत्यधिक उष्णता का सेवन करना, तो वहां पर भी क्या हो जाएगा, स्रोतो दुष्टि हो जाती है। दोष दुष्य यानी पित्त अधिक दुष्य हो गया, मान लो दूषित हो गया, पित्त दूषित होकर के आगे रक्त धातु को दूषित करेगा, रक्त धातु फिर उस स्रोतस को दूषित कर देगी, शुक्रव स्रोतस को। क्यों? तो रक्त सर्वव्यापी है और जीवन है, यानी हर एक स्रोतस को जीवन देने वाला रक्त धातु है। फिर वहां पर यदि दूषित रक्त जाएगा तो उस रिप्रोडक्टिव सिस्टम में मांस भी दूषित हो जाएगा, यानी रिप्रोडक्टिव सिस्टम कनेक्टेड टू द माइंड, द हॉर्मोन्स, एवरीथिंग विल बी डिस्टर्ब, एंड दिस इज हाउ दे ब्लॉक। If there is ama lakshan here, definitely there is blockage in the flow of the hormone up till the reproductive system, and further leading to defective spermatogenesis, and shukra dushti occurs there. So here we go with samprapti, because for us in Ayurvedic concept, Agni is really important. We do not think any disease without the concept of Agni in it. So understanding Shukra Kshay, understand Agni first. So Agni उचित हो पेशेंट की, अग्नि कब उचित रहेगी, अत्यधिक स्ट्रेस न हो, बार बार क्रोध ना आए, बार बार एंजाइटी न हो, एंजाइटी में वात भी बढ़ेगा, पित्त भी बढ़ेगा, तब अग्नि खराब हो सकती है। और वहां पर आप किस प्रकार से खा रहे हो, किस प्रकार से बैठे हो, कौन से प्रकार का अन्न ले रहे हो, ऑल दिस मैटर्स, बिकॉज रोगाः सर्वेपि अग्निमन, अग्नि मांदे से ही मंदाग्नौ, तो मंद अग्नि से ही सर्व रोग आते हैं, इसीलिए अग्नि उचित रखना ये आवश्यक है। तब आई ऑलवेज रिमेम्बर माय गुरु फ्रॉम हैदराबाद, जगन मोहन राव जी, तो ही वुड से, even if you do not click any diagnosis, talk to the patient in 4 things: Agni, Ama, Mala, and Shrotas. So definitely, even if you don't get at the diagnosis, look how the Agni is, or how the Abhyavarana Shakti, how the Jarana Shakti. Ama Lakshan, Jivha Samahe, Niramahe. You can see. Sarvangin, Samalata Lakshan. Then you can ask if whether the patient is feeling Tandra, whether there is whole body pain, whether bahumutrata, all these lakshanas tell you about ama lakshan. Then you go Agni, Ama, Mala. You ask for the Mala, how it is, tight, shithila, grathita, yada kada grathita, yada kada shithila, all those conditions. Mala is also addressed. Then you come to the Shrotas specific, go with each Shrotas and find out where is the blockage. You address that blockage and the Shukra will be fine. So here, then find out ahar, vihar, acharan. This is really important because ahar is important, that specific constitution, that specific body, and the region where the patient is lodged. The vihar, what he is doing, he is also important. Then comes the acharan. When the patient carries guilt, when the patient is immoral, unethical, definitely the guilt is there, and you have to relieve the patient of that guilt to achieve success for azoospermia. So manda jatharagni is also the cause where vitiated doshas leads to formation of ama, which in targets the dhatu formation, because excessive ama, If it is afflicted with Ushna Guna, definitely azoospermia will be resulting. So where here in चिकित्सा स्थान he mentions दोष एकलौते या पृथक या समस्त सब मिलकर कैसे शुक्रवाह सिरा तक पहुंचेंगे और वहां तक दूषित करेंगे. धातु क्षय हो सकता है, ओज क्षय और रेत दोष. All will lead to shukra kshay. Now, we always forget, because a basic principle where Sushruta mentions कोई भी क्षय मतलब don't forget dosh dhatu malamulam shariram, and he mentions arthav kshay ho ya rasakshay ya shukra kshay, the reason behind will be adi dhatu kshay. And once this kshay, definitely the rest of the nourishment, the prenan doesn't occur properly, then Jivanam will not occur properly, the Mans Lepanam will not occur properly. Go to the basic only. So here, Rasakshine, Rauksham. See, Rauksham again. When we talk about Shukra Dushti, there we have seen when there is Rukshata, that is Vat. The patient will have pain, local symptoms, because they have already mentioned. They need not mention it again and again. You take the history and find out which dosha is prominent. Shramaha, Shosho, Glani. One second. Shabda Asahishnuta. All are Rasakshaya Vyadhi Lakshana. When you ask the patient when he comes back from home, workplace, there is Shabda Asahishnuta, irritation. And these all symptoms are clarifying your Rasakshaya Vyadhi. So these all will also lead to vitiation of Rasavaha Srotas, leads to Klaibyata, has been clearly mentioned. Now, nowadays we see if there is problem with the impotence, if there is impotency or azoospermia, non-obstructive azoospermia, look back and definitely you'll find there is thyroid dysfunction. Look back and you find there is diabetes underlying, borderline. So our people, if you see here, अश्रद्धा, अरुचि, आस्य वैरस्य, अरसंज्ञता, रिल्लासो गौरवम, सियर, तंद्रा, अंगमर्द, ज्वर, तम, all are found in thyroid dysfunction. If you go to thyroid dysfunction, you find all these including Panduta. See, thyroid also leads to Panduta. We see there are anemic condition. Srotasam rodham, Klaibyam, Sadaha, Krusha Angata, Nasho Agneha, Ayatha Kalam, Balayaha, Palitani. This we need not go. Rasa Pradosha Rog. So I always go with Rasa Pradoshas Rog, Rasa Vyadhi, and Rasa Vaha Shroto Dushti to find out anything in infertility, whether it is female or male. All these you can find in male and female commonly, which have been clearly mentioned, leading to Klybia, that is impotency. So history taking matters. Dhatu Kshaya Vandhyatva, we can say here. Shukra is the Sapta Dhatu coming, and its karma is Nava Utpatti. Means it qualitatively it should be very, very good. Not that anything has, the rasa is not at all good, but it is doing some prenan. Some rakta is coming, mass is coming, med is coming, asti, majja, shukra has already formed. Ejaculate is there. If you look, the parameters are all clear. But what about Nava Utpatti? The qualitative function comes from Ayurveda definition. So there is progressive decline in dhatus, upadhatus, further leading to Shaya of Shukra. If there is no Uchita Rasa Dhatu, the fertility potential comes down. Dhatu Kshaya Vandhya can be correlated with infertility due to diminishing Shukra Dhatu, because it is not getting the essence of Rasa Dhatu. The essence is less in Rasa Dhatu. It cannot give more to the Rakta or the mass or med, and lastly the Shukra Dhatu. So the endocrinal system also affects, because not enough Shrotas have been nourished by the Rasa Dhatu to that level of the mental power, from where? From the brain where the pituitary is lodged. Hence, in treatment for fertility, Dhatu should be treated in sequence, right from starting with the Rasa Dhatu only. Initial steps to achieve spermatogenesis genesis and good fertility should start with Rasa Pachan. Now, why the Rasa Dhatu is not good? Because Agni Mandya is there. Agni Mandya you have addressed. First part is Rasa Pachan, means whatever rasa, because we all know the physiology. Rasat stanyam tato artavam, we say. Similarly, it is to be taken in the male also. And what happens? Rasa gives the mala rupi kaf. And that is how, if the mala dhatu agni mandyam will cause more of mala and less of tissue element. That is, रस से रक्त की उत्पत्ति कम क्वालिटी में होगी, पर कफ की उत्पत्ति अधिक, विकृत कफ की अधिक हो गई, तो कफ क्या करेगा? लेपन करेगा श्रोतस में. श्रोतस लेपन हो गया मतलब whether it is endocrinal system or the spermatogenesis, everything is affected by ama lakshan of rasa agnimandya, rasa dhatu agnimandya, and therefore रक्त धातु उचित क्वालिटी में नहीं बनते हुए पर क्या बनेगा? मल रूपी कफ बनेगा. तो ये अष्टांग हृदय में कहा है, अग्नि सादिति, यानी अग्नि कम हो जाती है, धातु अग्नि मांद्य हो जाएगी, तब क्या हो जाएगा कि आपको मल रूपी अधिक मिलेगा और धातु, उचित धातु क्वालिटी में नहीं आएगा. तो यहाँ पर इट शुड बी सीक्वेंशियली ट्रीटेड. देन व्हाट टू डू? रस पाचन हो गया तिक्त द्रव्यों के साथ में, और क्योंकि तिक्त द्रव्य पाचन करेंगे अधिक पित्त को, क्योंकि अम्लत्व और बाकी सब चीजें जब आ जाती है तब गैस्ट्राइटिस भी हो जाता है. रसधातु, नौसिया, वॉमिटिंग, अरसंज्ञता, जो अभी हमने देखा है, रस प्रदोष व्याधि, वहां पर ठीक करने के लिए, पित्त को ठीक करने के लिए तिक्त द्रव्यों का प्रयोग. तो यही रस पाचन के लिए द्रव्य उपयोग होते, इंद्रियव आदि, पटोल आदि. तो वहां पाचन हो जाएगा. इसके पश्चात रक्त पाचन. अभी देखिए, रक्त पाचन को करने के लिए सबसे बेस्ट ड्रग वहां पर होता है मुस्ता और सारिवा. तो पहले ये दोनों कर लेंगे एंड देन यू गो ऑन लाइक दिस ओनली, फाइंड आउट ड्रग्स फॉर अंटिल शुक्र. अभी हमने ओज क्षय को क्यों इतना महत्व दिया? क्योंकि चरक ने इसको मेंशन किया. ओज, शुक्र एंड कफ, they are similar in quantity and also qualitatively they are similar to some extent. Now, ओज क्या है? सारे धातुओं का तेज है, शुक्र के पाद बनने वाला और हृदयस्थ है. तो हम हृदय बल के लिए कहा गया है, कफ भी बल के लिए ही कहा गया है, जो स्निग्ध है, जो सोमात्मक है, ये सारे ओज के जो लक्षण, उसका नाश होने के बाद सब कुछ नाश हो जाएगा, इस प्रकार से कहा है. दैट मीन्स द इम्यूनो कॉम्प्रोमाइज्ड सिचुएशंस वेयर बिकॉज ऑफ दिस द पेशेंट loses strength, the patient becomes cachexic, there is more of fear. when there is ओज क्षय के लक्षण यदि पढ़ते हैं आप, क्रिया सन्निरोधश्च कहा था, क्रिया नहीं कर, शैथिल्य आ जाता है, मानसिक रूप से डर लगने लगता है, मन की कमजोरी आ जाती है, तो वहां पर प्रतिलोम क्षय होता है. यानी जब अत्यधिक अतिसार होने दीजिए, क्या हो जाएगा? HIV में भी आप देखते हैं, when there is lot of infection the patient may have diarrhea continuously.
नहीं,
वहां पर भी ओजक क्षय लगता है.
एक
और
मिनट.
शुक्र क्षय को भी प्राप्त हो जाता है प्रतिलोम. नाउ राजयक्ष्मा में क्या कहा है? शुक्र धातु का धारण करने दीजिए. क्यों? तो राजयक्ष्मा में भी कहा है एक्सेसिव कॉइटस लीड्स टू प्रतिलोम क्षय, इसीलिए वहां पर भी स्पर्मेटोजेनेसिस इफेक्ट हो जाता है. तो इस प्रकार से ओज को भी एड्रेस करना चाहिए. ओज को बढ़ाने के लिए रसायन द्रव्य काम आते हैं, सिंपल मिल्क काम आता है, लेकिन पहले तो अग्नि मांद्य ही दूर कीजिए, और धीरे धीरे जब धातुएं बढ़ेगी तो आराम से ओज भी वापस आएगा. तो ओज केवल युक्ति व्यपाश्रय, औषधि से नहीं, दैव व्यपाश्रय और सत्वावजय, सत्व को जीतिए, तब पेशेंट को कॉन्फिडेंस आएगा खुद पर. एंड दिस इज हाउ द ओज क्षय कैन बी addressed by giving positive vibration, positive energy to the patient, which will allow him for proper digestion, proper Agni addressing will be there, And that is how Ojakshay can be addressed by Yukti Vyapashray last. First is Daiva Vyapashray and Satvavajay. Now, why we call upon Daiva Vyapashray, I'll get into it when we go there. So, अभी तो हमने ये डिस्कस कर लिया है प्रतिलोम क्षय एंड अनुलोम क्षय. I have given the example of Atisar also will cause Shukra Kshay. Spermatogenesis is affected in IBM cases also, and in cases of Raja-Yakshma. Tuberculosis is only one part of Raja-Yakshma. Raja-Yakshma is a very big issue, very vast expanse of knowledge which has been given in the Samhita. Okay. Now, रेतस दोष तो हमने ये ऑलरेडी देख लिया है. अति व्यवाय ये मेन कारण है वहां पर. आई हैव टोल्ड यू हाउ क्षय हैज टू बी स्टॉप्ड बाय सेलिबेसी. आहारज असात्म्य आहार, उस पर्टिकुलर कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन में जो असात्म्य आहार है, इनटेक ऑफ फूड है, और जो एक्सीडिंगली स्निग्ध हो. Nowadays people start eating paneer is good, protein diet. Okay, non-veg diet and protein diet. We forget about cow's milk. Got it? So we go with paneer. Now, paneer is good in cold areas only. That is how it has developed in those areas, northern parts of India, western parts of India, where there is extreme cold and where it is extreme exercise. People used to do work in the fields. Now we no more. We are into closed doors, and we still say, yes, this is protein. That's why we are eating. Why did we forget? People used to use all the धान्य, जो चना होता था, मूंग होता था, पीनट्स होते थे, मूंगफली होती थी, सबको एक मुट्ठी पानी में डाला जाता था और अर्ली मॉर्निंग लिया जाता था. Why do we forget our own roots? Across the country it is good, but we go in for specific things, and which is ati snigdha. Why ati snigdha? Because your body is not going into that exercise, so रुक्षता उतनी उत्पन्न नहीं हो रही जिस अमाउंट में आप स्निग्धता डाल रहे हो. तो यहाँ पर ये इम्बैलेंस हो रहा है इस प्रकार से. फूड इज गुड, पनीर इज गुड, बट व्हेन हाउ मच क्वांटिटी शुड बी अंडरस्टूड. अति तिक्त, अति कटु, अति लवण. We have the street food nowadays. Most of them are working, and then we prefer eating up all these foods. And कटु, now कटु आप बोलेंगे मैं ज्यादा तीखा, ज्यादा मसाला नहीं लेता है. Then if you see, we take roadside samosa, we take roadside dosa, where the oil is being used. Oil has to be used if only once heated oil can be used. Our old people in the kitchen, our people traditionally used to say, throw out the oil, next day you cannot use the oil. But how can these people afford? They go on with the same oil. And when you see chemistry wise, the breaking down of the hydrogenated fats is very difficult by reheated oils. And when it comes to us, katuta increases, saturation increases, and oil is katu, taila is katu. So this is how we are affecting spermatogenesis nowadays. And more of lavana and more of amla and ushna dravya. So see, now you go with pani puri. It was only once sometimes. Now it is only filling. We forget about the roti, sabzi, dal, chawal, your kachumbar. All these are left out. But immediately for satiating purpose, abhi bhook lagi hai, abhi kuch khana hai. What is available, we go on that. Then comes junk food. Likewise, we'll not go into that much detail. Manasikta, jara. Jara is the old age. Yes. Now here, what does jara means? Why to give in manasikta? Because before your age, how much innocence we have in small children nowadays. You want to make them more mature. Yes, he's more mature, more understanding. Why? Let them grow up their age. Let them be innocent. Let them learn with their ages. Why beforehand? Why you want them to be very, what I should say, proud of as parents, where adolescent child in the growing age is given much expectation in terms of learning, in terms of varied things. Only one child prodigy is there. The rest are all normal human beings. We are pushing them into all these, causing more of jara. That means more matured thinking in less age. When the cells are growing up, they have to grow, strengthen, and then absorb at the age of 21. But we make them understand from early age group. So that is it. Jara chinta. Once there is intelligence, your mind starts working. As we grow up, how to go, when to go, where to go, how to manage, how to manipulate, all this comes. And if this is not happening, then chinta. Why this is not happening? How to do it? So chinta, then comes shock, lack of confidence. Because in this cutthroat world, everybody is trying to be putting up a stage show. Let us be what we are ourselves. That confidence have to be given back into the society. This is a big message to be given to the society. Let us try out to be the best to our own capacity. That's all. Bhaya, krodh, and abhichar, all these leads to manasik avastha vyadhi, and this will definitely have affliction on rasa dhatu. And we have learned rasa will give to qualitative shukra. Now, injury by shastra karma in vikaraj, agni karma, emaciation by diseases, suppression of the natural so much importance is given for natural urges. The reproductive system is lodged in apana vayu sthan. There is a connection from apan to prana, that is mind. When apan is stopped, there is a block creating in prana. Apav, in the mental block. Mental block means people think, how are we talking about the pituitary somewhere different? But our people, I will give you a simple example. When there is constipation, the constipation means the uh, system is down there, the colon is down there, the intestines are down there. But why do you get headache? If there is constipation, anavasthitatvam, you don't feel happy and you don't feel a feeling of wellness. Why? Because the toxins, the transverse colon is absorbing. It has the absorbing property. So as the fecal matter is lost for a longer time, what has to be going out, it is being absorbed again, because you have stopped the natural urge of defecation. That means you have stopped in the intestine, so more absorption it is going on, and it is dehydrating, making the stool harder. But in other way, what it is doing, the absorption is going into the circulation, and the circulation is reaching your brain. The brain cannot take any toxicity, less of oxygen or any toxic for that matter. And when it goes up, you get headache. When there is headache, you are defecating and immediately your headache is relieved. Why? There is a connection between apan and pran. Pran is shuddha ambu, oxygen, piyush. So वहां पर purity चाहिए. We now learn oxygenated blood is good for the brain, and brain cannot take, because then it gives loss of consciousness. Whenever there are other conditions where we see there is semi consciousness and loss of consciousness, if the brain is the getting impure blood or less blood. So this is what our people have told, that prana has a connection with apan. Then the cells in the brain are also shrotas. If they are having proper functioning, proper rasadhatu, they are functioning and giving the gonadotrophins, the endocrinal system is functioning well. Such a small thing can lead to the constipation, leading to prana affliction. From brain functions, all the functions in the body, because prana is important, it gives balam to apan, it gives bala to saman. So likewise all. So when it is not giving bala, the dosha comes in all shrotas, in all system, and that is how spermatogenesis also affected. Injury, vitiation of the tissue elements occur because of all this. Now, principles of treatment. How do we treat? Now, why I was giving such a big background? You all know everything, the physiology, and perfectly, we have learned about the Charak Samhita. But when you go with the principles, you treat azoospermia well. When we see the report and we see, oh, the conditions are like this, the prolactin levels are so, the androgens are going down, the testosterone level is like this. I think we understand from that point of view, but while treating, you go with the proper history and proper finding out the diagnosis, and you can treat the patient from our side. Treat azoospermia as sarvadehik factor first, because we know Shukra is in whole Sarva Sharira Vyapi. So any problem in Sharir will have an effect on Manasikta and effect on the Shukra Dhatu. Now, treat the whole Sharir then, not only the reproductive system, because we know when we treat Agni, when we treat the Sharir, when we treat the Sarvadehik factor, and then the flow of rasa is good and the shukra is best in quality. What will be the principles of treatment? Again, the same. Agni, correct the Agni, do amapachan, rasapachan, raktapachan until asthipachan sometimes majjapachan, and sometimes clear the shukra. Mala have to be addressed, because again and again the Samhita says वेग धारण से दुष्टि हो सकती है, क्षय हो सकता है, तो श्रोतस वहां पर इफेक्ट हो सकते हैं, तो वहां श्रोतस को भी एड्रेस कीजिए. फोकस ऑन शुक्र उत्पत्ति एंड शुक्र नाशक हेतु. शुक्र नाशक हेतु को स्टॉप कीजिए, नॉट बाय इनटेक, आहार विहार, मानसिक अवस्था भी वही भी एड्रेस कीजिए. निदान परिवर्जन कीजिए, सौमनस्यता क्रिएट कीजिए, क्योंकि सौमनस्यता नहीं होने से देर इज नो हैप्पीनेस, द ऑपोजिट विल come up, surface up, and then definitely manasik avastha will go down and every system will be affected. Panchakarma as per the prakriti has to be done. Suprajanan karma. Now in suprajanan we always think of a woman, we think of garbha sanskar and suprajanan, but supraja is for both. Here suprajanan, as I was talking there, daiva vyapashray chikitsa, satvavajaya and yukti vyapashray. You give the confidence to the patient, find out whether the patient is having fear or anxiety, or he is very jealous, or he is doubting. All these qualities have to be addressed. Then comes daiva vyapashray. India is a basically god. Now if you talk, I'm talking of Ayurveda, so I'll talk about India. The rest of the world, this tradition developed, the Vedic science is science of India, and therefore I will talk here in terms of Daiva Vyapashray. So here, only as they were God-fearing people, the basic is science. But if you say do this, people won't be doing. So for meditation, there should be an idol. There should be a concentrating thing. If I say, if you get up early in the morning, your health is good. At sunrise, everybody should be up. After bathing, you be there. That is how Brahma Murta Uttishthe. The pineal glands are more active. The grasping power is more. The rishis used to chant shlokas in the Gurukul. The people do this and they are more faster. There was nothing written, notes. They used to grasp directly. That means the power of brain increases many folds with the pineal glands active. Nobody will follow this, because India is a tropical country. There is no need of calcium and anything. You have to be basking in the sun, early sun, which gives good amount of vitamin D and health. We talk in terms of नवग्रह. ग्रहों का राजा है सूर्य. आप हेल्दी नहीं है तो आपका ग्रह दोष ये है, और इसीलिए आपको सूर्य की आराधना करनी चाहिए. तो वहां पर एक सेंटर मिल जाता है कंसंट्रेशन के लिए, और दैट इज हाउ सूर्य को अर्घ्य दीजिए. योर रिफ्रैक्शन इंडेक्स, your eyes will improve with it. As you get the sun's energy, your metabolism, Agni, improves. When you sit in the sun, by doing your Gayatri mantra, the 72 nadis are giving good energy to each srotas, each organ. So how? Because the science will take more 1,000 years to find out how these 72,000 nadis are going with the waves of the mantras. एक दिन मंत्र किया हुआ ऐसा नहीं होता है. Wave has to the mantra chikitsa, that is another chikitsa now, not today's topic, but I want to tell you, until you do a holistic thing, you cannot get success in Ayurveda. So this mantra chikitsa will impine upon the cells, and we have been told ये मंत्र इस चीज को इंप्रूव करेगा, because they have already done their homework, they have already done their evidence based scientific study. We are not understanding in their language, and then we want to find out in today's language again. So therefore we are doing research. The search was already done. So that is how Daiva Vyapashray Chikitsa addresses the concentration, the power of the brain. That is how the patient regains confidence. Then comes Satvavajay, and then is Yukti Vyapashray. And when to do, up till when you do a yoga basti, you do a detox. Apan vayu ardha chikitsa is the basti chikitsa. Uttar basti paryantam, that means first you start with sun shamanam, but we know shukra is the last dhatu. That means so many tissue elements, rasa rakta mans med asti majja, has already been definitely been afflicted. To address that, you have to do a basti. So up till Uttar Basti Paryant, you have to work out. First you do all this, and then you give a Basti to address the azoospermia, which is non-obstructive. Means the spermatogenesis is not proper. The spermatogenesis is not occurring due to mental blocks and physical blocks and dhatu afflictions and diseases. This is what we have learned. The pratilomakshaya and the anulomakshaya. The kapha afflictions and the ojakshaya affliction. The immunity questions, all this has to be addressed in these principles. Now comes, after this, we go with Vajikarana Dravya, we go Rakta Pitta Nashaka Chikitsa. See here, everywhere we see रस के बाद आता है रक्त धातु, और रक्त जीवन है, और रक्त किससे समान धर्मी का है? पित्त के. तो जहां वात बाद में कहा, कफ को ट्रीट करना बाद में है, पर पहले किसको चिकित्सा देनी है? रक्त पित्त नाशक चिकित्सा. तो रक्त पित्त नाशक चिकित्सा में आप देखेंगे तो सारीबा बहुत अच्छा कार्य करता है, और मुस्ता भी करेगा. And the tikta dravyas, of course. Intake of Jivaniya Ghrutam, Chavanprash. Chavanprash is not good for all. Now you may say, why? Because we address Agni. If the patient is not able to digest Chavanprash, how can the spermatogenesis occur? Because we have a background. Not that is advertised that Chavanprash is good for everybody, immunity goes. Not at all. You have to improve, address the Agni. Agni की कैपेसिटी बढ़ाइए, फिर च्यवनप्राश का डोज एडजस्ट कीजिए. Dose is also important for us. Then comes Shilajit. This is also a wonderful drug which works for spermatogenesis. But before that, Shilajit डायरेक्ट लेंगे, उष्ण है वो, इतना स्ट्रांग है, तब उसको झेलने के लिए पहले शारीरिक अवस्था ठीक कीजिए. Then only the Vajikaran चिकित्सा is not that the patient comes spermatogenesis के लिए ड्रग दिया है उसको दे दीजिए तुरंत. पहले ये सब एड्रेस कीजिए, बाद में ही दीजिए. रसायन, ऑफ कोर्स सिंपल रसायन इज अमल की रस, इसीलिए धात्री कहा है इसको. धात्री यानी माँ जब नहीं है, माँ के समान या माँ की जगह लेने वाली है आमल की. तो वहां पर जो सिंपल रसायन है, पहले है आमल की रसायन. इसको कैंडी के समान दीजिए, अवलेह के समान दीजिए, रोज आंवला खाने को दीजिए, तो एनी फॉर्म आंवला इज अ गुड वन. लोह रसायन, तो हमने देखा रस प्रदोषज व्याधि में पांडुता अरसंज्ञता. पांडुता कम्स फ्रॉम थायराइड डिसऑर्डर्स आल्सो, एनीमिया. तो वहां पर देखिए, वाजीकरण चिकित्सा और शुक्र दोष को एड्रेस करने के लिए लोह रसायन देने की क्या आवश्यकता थी? उन लोगों को पता था कि ये ऑर्गन डिस्टर्ब होगा, पित्त डिस्टर्ब हुआ. Thyroid basically controls metabolism in the body. Metabolism is nothing but pitta, and this pitta has to be addressed. If it is low in function, loha will improve it. If there is anemia, improve anemia, and that is how that person should be given loha rasayan. Not that everybody has to be given. Pipali rasayan kab denge? Jahan par you find kshaya in the lungs, in the immunity, ojakshay, और राजयक्ष्मा जन्य क्षय, तो वहां पर आप पिपली रसायन देंगे. 64 प्रहारी पिपली एक्ट्स वेरी वेल देयर. अग्नि प्रवृद्ध होते हैं, स्टॉप कीजिए पिपली, क्योंकि पिपली यदि अधिक दिनों तक देते हैं, 3 मास से ऊपर देते हैं, तो वह भी कारण होता है शुक्र क्षय का. देखिए, एक तरफ से वो बढ़ाती भी है और शुक्र क्षय भी करेगी. तो वहां पर इसको अधिक दिनों तक नहीं देना चाहिए। भल्ला तक रसायन, जहां नॉन ऑब्स्ट्रक्टिव एजोस्पर्मिया बोल रहे हैं आप, लेकिन हम लोग देखते हैं इसको शुक्र धातु फॉर्मेशन की तरह। जहां आप देखते हैं कि कफ धातु अधिक एफ्लिक्टेड है इस पेशेंट में, जहां अग्नि भी कम है और कफ धातु डेंस है, विस्कोसिटी है, तो वहां पर आप दीजिएगा भल्ला तक रसायन। अभय अम्लकी रसायन इज ऑल्सो बेस्ट, अभया और अम्लकी। निरोह बस्ती दे, अनुवासन बस्ती दीजिए, तभी आप शुद्धि हो जाएगी, क्योंकि बहुत डीप धातु में गया है, इसीलिए संशमन देकर नहीं होगा, वहां शोधन चिकित्सा आवश्यक है, और शोधन चिकित्सा में बस्ती देनी उचित होती है। आहरज, घी, cow's ghee, milk, cow's milk, of course, which will not increase the cholesterol, but is very good for addressing every श्रोतस। तो बहुत अच्छे से, जहां
तो
अग्नि
पीछे
बहुत
वाले
कम है,
टायर में भी डाल दो नाइट्रोजन।
हमें ऐसे लोगों को
हाँ
काउस मिल्क से स्टार्ट कीजिए, जहां अतिसार हुआ है, और वहां पर आप रसायन कुछ दे करके, सिद्ध दुग्ध दे करके और घी के साथ में ये देना चाहिए। मीट सूप इज ऑल्सो इन क्षय। फूड इंग्रेडिएंट्स लाइक शाली धान्य, राइस, barley, wheat, shashtik shali has been told in Charaka Samhita. So these basically do not give anything heavy other than this. First address the Agni, as it improves Rasa Raktamas mein, then you go with. Lashuna and Ikshuras is the best in spermatogenesis afflictions, azoospermia. इसीलिए कभी दूध देने के लिए कहा, कभी इक्षुरस। इफ यू गो टू रसायन वाजीकरण, sometimes it is vidang, sometimes it is gokshur, sometimes it is bala, sometimes it is abhayamlaki, sometimes it is लोह रसायन, sometimes it is शीलाजत। यूं ही नहीं कहा। तो आपको देखना चाहिए, मधुर रस जहां कमतरता हो गई, जिसकी वजह से नर्वस सिस्टम ट्रेमर्स है, जहां थायराइड भी इफेक्टेड है, वहां आप इक्षु रस देंगे, वहां आप दुग्ध देंगे। तो जहां जो देना है वो देख कर देना है। गुड़ुची कहाँ देना है, वह भी रसायन है। विडंग कहाँ देना है, ओबेसिटी के कारण जब होता है। तो जिस बेसिक प्रिंसिपल से आप चलोगे, तो वहां पर हमें चिकित्सा में सक्सेस देखने को मिलता है ना। उत्तर बस्ती इज सीन एज ए रसायन ओनली, because it will improve the direct cellular thing. It is going directly to regional reproductive system cells. Wherever the cells have become ruksha, shrinking, जरा जहां पर आ गई है बिफोर अवस्था, वहां पर आप एजोस्पर्मिया को ठीक कर सकते हैं। पहले शोधन के बाद वहां कैपेसिटी मिलती है एब्जॉर्प्शन की उन सेल्स को, देन यू गिव स्थानिक चिकित्सा, दैट इज उत्तर बस्ती। पहले सर्वदेह शुद्धि मैंने कह दिया है, पंचकर्म में सभी आ गया, तो आप पेशेंट को देख करके डिसाइड कीजिए यहाँ वमन उचित है या विरेचन उचित है इस पेशेंट में और इस सीजन में। देन यू गो विथ रसायना विच प्लेज ए ग्रेट रोल आफ्टर शोधना। वृक्ष हर्ब्स, अब इसमें से कुछ मिलते हैं और कुछ नहीं मिलते हैं। यहाँ पर मैं आपको कह रही थी शतावरी कब दिया जाए, जहाँ रस धातु बहुत वीक, जहां आपको लगता है अश्वगंधा, अश्वगंधा स्ट्रेट अवे देने से नहीं होगा, कहीं यष्टि मधु देना पड़ेगा आपको और बाद में अश्वगंधा देना है। तो रसायन के कर्म पढ़िए, बेसिक थिंग्स, बेसिक ड्रग्स, देन दे गिव यू ए इंसाइट व्हेन टू गिव व्हाट। विडंग कब दे, विदारी गंध कब दे, मधु कब दे, और शिलाजीत कब दे, लसुना कब दे, पटोला, दाड़िम। केवल दाड़िम घृत इज ऑल्सो वंडरफुली वर्किंग एजेंट। एरंड कहाँ दे, अब देखिए एरंड वृक्ष की तरह कैसे काम करेगा। एरंड केवल वहां से धातु जो उपलिप्त है आम लक्षण से, उसका पाचन होने के बाद एरंड पचता नहीं है, शरीर में निकल जाता है, तो वो लेकर के निकालेगा, एंड दैट इज हाउ स्पर्मेटोजेनेसिस स्टार्ट्स प्रॉपरली। तो ऑल दीज आर इंपॉर्टेंट। गोक्षुर कब देना चाहिए, क्षीर कब दे, इक्षु रस कब दे, लशुना कब, all this has to be studied together। अग्निमांद्य के साथ जहां पर धातु अग्निमांद्य भी है, वहां क्या दिया जाए, तो ये एड्रेसिंग इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट। सो वी medicaments are infinite, as I always say for every lecture of mine। Laghu Soothsagar is the best drug where there is gastritis. लघु मालिनी वसन खरपर योग हमेशा रस धातु को इंप्रूव करती है, हल्के मायने में रसायन का कार्य करती है, रस धातु की शुद्धि करती है, विकृति को ठीक करती है, इसीलिए लघु मालिनी वसन. सुवर्ण मुक्तादि गुलिका, when you see tuberculosis, immunocompromised situations, HIV, तो सुवर्ण मुक्तादि गुलिका along with टंकन helps a lot. टंकन थोड़े ही दिनों तक दिया जाए क्योंकि वो बहुत जल्दी से कार्यान्वित हो जाता है सुवर्ण उसके साथ रहते हुए. चंद्र प्रभावटी, और जहां योगराज देना चाहिए योगराज दी जाए. शिलाजीत वटी also helps. Shilajit is very wonderful drug, but it has to be given meticulously after looking at the patient's constitution. अग्नि और उष्ण है वीर्य में, तो कैसे देना है, दूध के साथ प्रयोग हो जाए या घृत के साथ, ये आपको डिसाइड करना पड़ेगा. फलघृत इज इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर बोथ मेल फीमेल. यष्टि मधु इज अ वंडरफुल ड्रग. इसका पानी कंटिन्यू देते जाइए तब भी सेल इंप्रूवमेंट मिलता है, यानी स्पर्मेटोजेनेसिस में. शतावरी, दाड़ीमादी, लशोनादी. दशमूल इज अगेन अनदर ड्रग विच हेल्प्स इन एनी अपान वायु स्थान चिकित्सा. जो भी ऑर्गन्स इसमें रहते हैं, दशमूल एक्ट्स वेरी वेल. अविपतिकर चूर्ण, कहीं हिंगवाष्टक भी काम आ जाएगा, कभी गंधर्वहारी तक. तो पाचन के लिए भी आप देंगे आम पाचकवटी जिसमें निम्बुक है. जहां आपको स्त्राव और अग्नि इंप्रूव करना है वहां पर वो, जहां ऑलरेडी अग्नि बहुत ज्यादा है वहां लघु सुदसेखर. तो इस प्रकार से आपको मैनेज करना पड़ेगा. नारायण तेल, शतपुष्पा तेल, लशुनादि तेल, त्रिवृत्त तेल, बला तेल और शतावरी तेल, इसका प्रयोग बहुत अच्छा कहा गया है. पथ्य अपथ्य बहुत मैटर करता है. स्निग्ध मधुर रसात्मक दीजिए. इजी टू डाइजेस्ट, हेवी डाइजेशन के लिए जो देना ही नहीं है, इजी टू डाइजेस्ट. हाई प्रोटीन डाइट, यानी मीट सूप भी कहा है वहां पर, और यदि वेजिटेरियन है तो मुद्गा सूप. स्वस्थ वृत्त एक प्लान बनाइए और उसको एग्जीक्यूट कीजिए. अपथ्य क्या नहीं लेना चाहिए और किस प्रकार की क्लोथिंग. अभी आज हम देखते हैं इनफर्टिलिटी में एक्सपोजर टू हीट रेडिएशन, ड्राइवर्स में प्रॉब्लम आती है, टाइट क्लोथिंग से प्रॉब्लम आती है. देयरफॉर अगेन इन इंडिया, ट्रॉपिकल कंट्री, वी नेवर हैड द अटायर. राजा महाराजा होते तब भी वह सिल्क की धोती ही पहनते थे, बिकॉज रूमी, एयरी टेम्परेचर, everything, and tropical country fungal infections, all these matters. Therefore in women or men it was sari and dhoti, nothing tight or body hugging outfits. So all these were to be taken care of from that time, and therefore there was the increase in infertility is in a holistic way approach we have to see for non-obstructive azoospermia also. See, we all know that fertility drugs might have side effects. Then what to do? Find out a way, find out an approach to address the situation best. When not, then you may give up. But I think a proper diagnosis will definitely help address classical and challenging situations also. So now this case history, we will discuss one immediately, which I have treated at Nia Shillong in the month of August and September, I think. Yes, here you see the this thing. The date is 28/8. Here it is about the female infertility, male and female problems. We have seen the female first. Then comes whatever advice to the female. But when I have seen her husband, she came with a report saying from Chennai that my husband was told that he has varicocele and varicocele has to be operated, second degree varicocele. So I have treated many cases of varicocele with our own treatment. Here, this is a classic case and recent one. So I have found this suitable for today's case, reporting to you all. Then Panchakarma procedure was advised to her. Looking at her husband, what I did was I wanted a second opinion always. When we say 2 sperm centrifuge samples have to be taken and then only we opine. Again in Shillong, we have done another we have approached another surgeon who gave the same opinion that the patient will require, these are all female case study, the male requires a surgical procedure to recorrect the varicose. Then I said, if you have time, I thought I will take a live pictures only instead of single. The consent of this patient has been taken. I have an email asking them, can I show this for today's session? And the male says, yes, they have agreed. So I have put up the photographs. Otherwise, it is unethical to use the patient's photographs. So let me tell you, look at the patient now. The male patient was all Medoj Sara Purush. When you look at the patient, look at his weight, and then the treatment, first day of treatment, you look at the patient. That is how I have taken this photograph. The last day of the treatment, you look at the patient now. Here you find, I thought varicocele, as it is, we cannot address. The patient did not want a surgery. Patient did not want a surgery. And then what to do? We thought we will address him with Panchakarma and strict Sansarjan Karma. I find not only Panchakarma, Sansarjan Karma helps a lot for recorrection of the bodily cells. And that is how the patient lost 4 kgs during 15 days of treatment. See the patient's stature, his neck dimensions, his rest of the dimensions all reduced. The belly fat gone. Because Medoja Purush, Medo Shroto Dusti, and that is how you find Vruddhi, you find looseness. He was having all alasya, tandra. And when we taken a very detailed history, I thought only the varicocele can be corrected by giving treatment to Medo Vahas Roto Dusti. And that is how we have given a Panchakarma. And look at the patient on the last day in Shillong. Here is the professional Shalya Tantra person saying, yes, he requires tight clothing and all, was also told not to use all those things. Then we planned a basti where Snehan, Swedan, Anuvasan, and Niruha alternating we have given, and with Uttar Basti for male and female both. That's how it is written, 5th day. Here we have given the plan. First Deepan Pachan was done, and then only we have given the Basti plan. After Basti, after Sansarjan, we started tablet Confido. Now I'm not propagating for any company. This came to my mind, I have written Musali Pak. Musali Pak well addresses the spermatogenic thing where Confido has the drugs which are Rasayan Vajikaran, but Musali gives the liquid part, liquid से liquid की improvement. तो यहाँ पर हमने काल भी का वहां पर लिख दिया है किस काल में सेवन करना चाहिए रसायन काल में और बाद में देना है 10 बजे. And this was with lukewarm water because मेदो जो हो गए. Otherwise usually I go with milk. Here Musali Pak was also given, but milk is the best to give the target cell the action. So here Musali Pak and Avipatti Karsun. Do not forget to figure out that pitta is main because in चरक आदि से रक्त पित्त नाशक चिकित्सा दीजिए. तो यहाँ पर पित्त आप देखेंगे तो मेह प्रमेह में भी अविपत्तिकर चूर्ण कहा गया है, मूत्र मार्ग की अश्मरी आदि में भी कहा है, और यह बहुत नियर बाई है. The bladder and the system reproductive is very nearby, and therefore the pitta affliction is also common. And avipattikar, the ingredients best address the agni mandya and best addresses the arm to be going out through mutra marg. So that is how we have given this, and diet counseling was done. Some cases of hypoplastic single testes also were done in NIA. Where in Aurangabad I was working for Aurangabad, where I have treated a single and small testes, only single functional, other was undescended. So unilateral but short smaller in size, density, everything. But we have given the same Yog Basti, and we have given a diet plan for the patient. The patient's wife conceived. He has a female child first and a male child also. We have also cases of lean cases of azoospermia and obese. जहां लीन है वहां ब्रूहण कीजिए, जहां बृहत काय है वहां पर आप लंघन कीजिए, शोधन कीजिए. लेखन बस्ती में गोमूत्र का यूसेज भी किया, गुड़ुची, मदन फल अत्यधिक मात्रा में डालेंगे, तब आप इसको अच्छे से एड्रेस कर पाओगे. वन केस इज स्टिल इन प्रोग्रेस. डॉक्टर अभिषेक भट्टाचार्य वर्क्स विथ मी फॉर उत्तर बस्ती. So all these cases have been treated on the principles I explained during my lecture initially. Daiva Vipashray, Satvavajay, and Yukti Vipashray. Thank you so much. The patient from Chennai, they conceived. The patient is running 6th month now. Only in 1 month, there was no need of varicocele operative procedure, and the patient conceived. What more we can ask when we are dealing by basic principle of Ayurveda, looking at the patient, diagnose as Medo Rog and treat as Medo Rog with Vidang Rasayan. Later on, I had given him Vidang Rasayan. In 1 month time, the patient's thing was addressed. Next month, the patient's wife conceived. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for this wonderful and informative session. I call upon Dr. Arpita Shah, madam, to take question and answer series. Over to Arpita Shah, ma'am.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for this informative session. We've got a few questions in our chat box, ma'am.
Yeah.
The first
Sure.
one is, can I take the questions? Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Please mention practiced Basti examples for azoospermia and oligospermia.
Here again, we cannot give a specific basti, as I have told you already in my address. Basti under sometimes we take with milk. I give the basti with milk, sometimes with ichurus. I just explained you, not only orally, we give it directly. So we give in this along with some musali, ashwagandha, yashti madhu, and madanfal. Do not forget madanfal. It's the best drug. So this way we address it.
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, there's one more question. I think it's regarding a case. Azoospermic patient with, they've mentioned FSH and testosterone values. FSH is 37.55 million international unit and testosterone 243 ngm per DL, and LH, thyroid and prolactin is normal. Now, what can we do in such cases?
In case study, you have the values, keep this aside.
Yes.
Keep
Okay.
this aside. First thing, look at the patient. Take the history, diet, his profession, how much hours he's giving outside, his time of diet, what ahara he is taking, what vihar, what are the mental conditions, what are his family background, how much social contact, how he eats, what is the irritability level. All these issues addressed together. You keep the FSH LH level apart. Address them as Agni Am Mala Shrotas. Because had you seen these patients, just now the case I have discussed, if you take that case and if you see the values, I close down the reports, I say you keep it aside. I want only when I want the values. That's it.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, there's one more question. Please explain an Ayurvedic approach for teratozoospermia when other parameters are within normal limits.
Now you address pitta there. Teratozoospermia क्यों हो रहा है? विदग्धम. पित्त विदग्ध हुआ तो टेराटोजूस्पर्मिया हुआ. पित्त को ही एड्रेस कीजिए. वहां पर क्षीर बस्ती चाहिए. वहां पर क्षीर को ही ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंस है इनटेक में भी. गोक्षुर दीजिए. वहां पर गोक्षुर एड्रेस करेगा, शिलाजीत एड्रेस करेगा.
Ma'am, there's one more question. Which drugs are best for Nairashya in male? In case of Manasik Hetu, for
Yes.
Nairashya, which drugs will be the best?
Okay. Sattvaja is the best drug. First, counsel, give time to the patient, boost up the confidence. Next, you go with ashwagandha. Withania is the best thing for insomnia, anxiety. There are so many articles if you can read. Withania somnifera addresses the nervous system. Bala and Gokshur. This combination, and then Chavanprash, Amlaki. Last, for rejuvenating of the cells which are damaged. And then Ghruta. When you give Brahmi Ghrut or Ashwagandha Ghrutam, Yashti Madhu Ghrutam will be the best. Because nervous system, the myelin sheath has to grow up again, which has weakened because of the depression.
Okay, ma'am. Any more questions from the audience?
Ma'am, I have one question.
Yes, doctor.
You explained about varicose. So what was the drug you used in Uttarabasti for treating that varicocele, ma'am?
Acha, in this, I have treated Medorog. I told you, I gave him Gomutra Lekhanabasti. Okay,
Yes.
that is how Med was absorbed. Med absorbed and was thrown out of the body. The varicocele is Vruddhi, looseness. Med causes Saithilya. This is what is explained. If you go to Vedoroj, all the Lakshanas, if you see, the Shaithilya tightened, then the tonicity. Then we go with Bala Tail massage and all. Lastly, as the varicocele is addressed, because the excess med is gone out, the tone comes back. That's all.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Right.
I think we're done with the questions.
I'll take
Audience,
leave then.
is there any- No, ma'am, just a minute. Is there any more questions from the audience?
I can't hear.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for answering all our queries and explaining this topic wonderfully. So, on behalf of NEMA OBGY Society Central and NEMA OBGY Society Maharashtra body, I would like to express my gratitude to NEMA Central members, Dr. Ashutosh Kulkarni sir, Dr. U.S. Pandey sir, Dr. Shantilal Sharma sir, for the remarkable support. I would also like to extend my gratitude to our NEMA OBGY Central President, Dr. Kamini Dhiman ma'am, Secretary Dr. Priyanka Nakade ma'am, Treasurer Dr. Vishnu Bhavane sir and Convener Dr. Rajesh Utane sir for supporting and guiding us to conduct today's webinar. I would like to thank and extend my gratitude to our eminent speaker, Dr. Neeta Mehsekar ma'am, who took time from her very busy schedule and delivered a very knowledgeable and wonderful session. Ma'am was not keeping well, still she finished her PPTs and ma'am was here. Thank you so much, ma'am, for removing time for us.
Thank
And
you
I
so
would
much. I would like to definitely thank all the organizers. I cannot name each one of them due to lack of time now. And so much thank you again. And one last message to all the audience: please do not go on with the reports. Reports baju rakhiye, address our system, and then you get the reports done back. I will share these reports of this person again who has got a tremendous result. He has mailed me now, recent ones.
yes,
I
ma'am.
didn't
Thank you.
find time to put in the PPT. I'll share
Yes.
with you, Arpita.
Yes, ma'am. We'll share it in the group. I would further like to extend my gratitude to our NEMA OBGY Maharashtra President, Dr. Suhas Hedlekar sir, Secretary Dr. Manoj Gaikwad sir, Treasurer Dr. Ajay Raj Bal sir, for the support to conduct today's webinar. I would also like to thank Dr. Girish Daga sir for his help and technical support. I would like to thank all the participants and delegates for their presence, and without them, this webinar would not have been possible. So now, with due respect and permission from all the dignitaries, I'm concluding today's webinar. Thank you all for attending and hope you all have learned and gained great knowledge from our speaker. Thank you so much. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you. Good night. Thank you.
Yeah, good night, ma'am.
Right.